So, welcome back to the kitchen. Chef Edward Hayden we're very much looking forward to this. It's a treat day.
Yes, it is.
It is a treat day, yeah. We're coming towards the weekend, and I suppose this is interchangeable in terms of you could see it as a sweet treat or you could see it as a lovely little breakfast option.
Yeah.
So there's a bit of everything.
Because there's rhubarb in it.
Rhubarb, yes. So I'm making some lovely rhubarb and yogurt muffins, OK? Now, obviously...
Delicious. Why is your head doing that?
Because I've never had a rhubarb muffin.
Well, Alan, today is the day.
Today
is the day.
I could honestly say I never would have a rhubarb muffin.
And I suppose what I'm going to say to you is they just add a wonderful bit of moisture. The rhubarb is interchangeable, so think of lemon and blueberry, think of raspberry and white chocolate, think of, you know, summer berry, think of chocolate chips. So you can use the base recipe and then interchange
26
rhubarb.
years, Edward. After 25, we've been waiting for him to say, I've never done that before, and we found it.
Yeah. It's a
rhubarb muffin.
The amount of times out you'd said, like, a blueberry...
How many lemon drizzle cakes have you had?
Yeah. No, but a blueberry muffin, but I've never... So I'm really looking forward to trying it.
You have to keep reinventing it. Now, rhubarb is in really good nick at the minute, so I have lovely rhubarb. I'm very, very lucky because within 100 yards from my house, my neighbour Anne has the most beautiful rhubarb. So I was over pulling stalks of rhubarb yesterday. So it's absolutely beautiful.
Just spotted you in
the garden? I have consent. I have consent. So I've got some lovely rhubarb there, which I've just cut into chunks and I've washed under the cold tap. Then I'm just going to put a bit of water in there with that, just a tablespoon or two. And I'm going to put a bit of sugar. Now, I'm just using a smaller amount than I've said in the recipe because I have some done. So I'm just going to turn that on and I'm just going to let that stew.
OK.
Now, sometimes people might like to add, if you have it at home, if you are cocktail orientated, people might like to add a bit of grenadine into it because it just gives it that deeper red colour.
What's grenadine?
It's a kind of like a lovely sweetened syrup. It's used a lot in cocktails. You think of the Shirley Temples and the Harvey Wallbangers and things like that.
I do know it.
It's used. So you could use
that you're mentioning cocktails, I know it.
Absolutely. Now we're talking his language. Now, back to base then. So that's our rhubarb. We're going to stew that and I'll talk to you about it. Actually, I'll talk to you about it now. Here is the lovely resultant mixture. So what I've done is I've just stewed it down. See the lovely, just that glorious pink colour that's there. So again, you'll find at this time of the year, it's just beautiful. It has that gorgeous, soft, almost like a dusky pink, and I think it's lovely.
I love rhubarb.
Yeah,
I think
rhubarb is gorgeous.
It's
you know, it's absolutely gorgeous. Now, into that then, what I'm going to do, I'm going to continue stewing that down. Here I've got a pound of flour, so I've got 450 grams of flour. I'm just going to sieve that in there just like so. Beautiful. OK, and then to that, I'm going to add my sugar. So I've got about 4 ounces, 110 grams of sugar. And then I've got the same amount of butter there, 4 ounces, 110 grams.
Edward, can we just say, you bring the most beautiful bowls. Look at that bowl he's doing that in.
Well, you know what? I love nice things. And I'm going to give a message to the public this morning. Never keep your nice things. Use your nice things.
In the cabinet.
Because we all have these things in the good room and the good press and whatever. You could be dead in the morning.
Exactly.
So use them today.
Get them out.
Use them today. So that's what I'm going to do. So I've just got that. I'm just going to pop that in there and I'm going to get in there with my hands and just give that a nice little mix around.
Okay.
And I also then you can see I've just prepared 2 eggs, which I have ready to go. And I'm going to add those eggs in just a secondo. So in here we're going to go with our hands, just get in with nice clean hands and give that a nice little mix around, okay? And again, you can see, I know I have the nice bowl, but you can see it's a big bowl, and that's the thing. Give it plenty of room so that you can aerate that up there as well.
Everywhere.
And what texture are you looking for?
I'm looking for that kind of like, you know, it's often described as to look like breadcrumbs. I'm not sure how similar to breadcrumbs it looks, but you really want most of the butter wearing to be mixed into that as well. Are you giving great knocks now to your new kitchen as well? Are you getting? Are you becoming?
I'm attempting.
Edward Hayden versus Catherine Layton.
There's only been a few things brought in here, and one of them was, I'm going to be honest. This was Derek. He was like, "Will I be honest with you? It's a bit dry." I was like, "Thanks, Derek. I haven't brought anything in since."
Floor manager.
Like myself.
There you have it.
I am trying at home.
Of course. And that's what it is. And my cousin years ago, she used to always say, when you can read, you can cook. Follow the recipe. Try it out.
Yeah.
And like nothing is going to go too wrong. If it's dry, if it's wet, if it sticks, if it doesn't, you can try it again tomorrow. That's the beauty of cooking. Now, you can see there, that's our mixture just like so. So what I'm going to do then is I'm now going to add in my bits and pieces to that, OK? So to that end, I've got my 2 eggs here. So I'm just going to mix those in. OK, I'm also going to add in about 50 millilitres of milk
Look at how he's putting the milk in in a wine glass. Most people would take it from the
but
carton.
you know what? I think that's a very good idea because I wouldn't know what 50 mils is. So it's basically 3/4 of a wine glass there.
That's what he wants. Restaurants and hotels of the country, when he goes in and asks for 50 mils, that's what he wants.
So if they say 50 mils, I want a 3/4 full wine. Can I have 50 mils of wine?
I think we're going to have to bring you back to Imperial or Empirical.
Well, what is it then if that's not 50 mils?
50 mils. Well, 15 mils is...
15?
No, 15 is... which I think 15 is a tablespoon, OK? So 15 and 15 is 30, so 3 and a bit tablespoons.
Am I being stupid?
I was just pointing out that Edward is fancy and you had to immediately go to give me that much wine when I'm out.
For the wine.
But it's like...
Sorry,
Come here, come back to me now.
Edward, let's go back.
Stick with me.
Yogurt.
Stick with me.
Yogurt.
So what I'm going to do is I'm teaming up with Irish Yogurt Clonakilty. I've used some of their Greek-style natural live yogurt to make this mixture as well. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back and I'm going to add my rhubarb. So I've added my eggs, my milk, and now I'm going to add the rhubarb just like so. And I'm just going to give that a nice little mix here. And then we'll just correct the consistency. And I just want to show you very briefly the consistency that I'm looking for. Like literally another tablespoon of milk will be sufficient for that. So there we have it. There's our lovely mixture, just like so. Don't beat it too much, but just make sure that it is nicely combined. I'll just pop one into the tin then. So I've just got that.
Is that it?
Thrown it in, just like that. That's your mixture, right up to the top, and they'll rise up nicely. And then what I've got, 180, 350 gas mark 4, they're going to go into the oven for about 20 minutes. And the resultant mixture is here. And I've just got some of these lovely muffins. And if I can just indulge you for 10 seconds.
Yes.
What I've got here is there's our lovely muffins. And then I've just brought a little bit of white chocolate. I know Tommy is already after robbing one out of the oven. He didn't get the white chocolate, so we'll have to give him,
don't worry.
We'll have to give him a white chocolate topped one as
Edward,
well.
can I ask you, what were you substituting the Clonakilty yogurt for?
Milk. So instead of
milk.
extra milk. So you'll find now when you get into this, these will have a lovely lightness. OK, they'll be nice and light and nice and aerated. And because, you know, I live in a world that's full of love, I brought some lovely little hearts. Just that rhubarb colour. And, of course, that's my second invitation this morning. My first one is to use everything, and the second one is to live in a world
of love.
Full of love.
What are they, Edward?
They're just little kind of sugar hearts, things. They're just little decorations that you put on the top of your sprinkles.
I have the Nicholas moss.
The Nicholas moss. Well, again, of course, we have to fly the local flag so far. And I love it. We've been using it at home for 100 years.
I love Nicholas moss serving big platters. They're gorgeous.
And that's my favourite pattern, the clematis, I think. So everyone has their favourite pattern and their least favourite.
And when you came in, I just fell in love.
Tommy, come over and get one there with the white chocolate and the...
Oh, listen, they're absolutely gorgeous. The little bit of white chocolate and the warmed on the top, and they're just lovely, aren't they?
Edward. I thought there'd be...
Edward.
Big things you...
No, because we've stewed it down. You stewed it down and in there as well. Now, again, of course, Alan, if you wanted, you could have a lovely bit of stewed rhubarb on the top of it as well. I'm going to continue making these.
Hayden, you're amazing. Thank you so much for joining us. You can find Edward's recipes, all of them, on the Ireland AM website.
Now, let's head over to Derek and see. We'll send him some muffins. Over to you, Derek.
Yes, guys, well, you've had a tasty treat in the kitchen, and here in Colester, it's all about Street Feast 2026. We'll have more coming your way after this quick break. Stay with us.